Hello and welcome back to the Oil Well with me, Nick Dax. We're part of the thriving oils community and together we are committed to educating, supporting and inspiring people to use essential oils to improve their health and well-being. That could be physical, mental, emotional or spiritual health. Now today we're going to have a little make and do session. You see, one of the things about sort of buying into Young Living and buying the oils and other products, the first thing that people will say is, it's quite expensive, isn't it? And yeah, actually, it is. I can't argue with that. Especially if you're on the Essential Rewards programme, obviously they're asking you to spend a certain amount each month. Now, the vast majority of us are on some sort of monthly budget. And to suddenly sort of justify 50, 60, £100 a month on additional products, it takes a little while to get your head round whether or not you can afford to do this. Now for me, one of the sort of paths that I've started to go down since coming into these oils is actually to look at toxins in the house, in our home, in products. Because part of trying to improve your health is to find out what might be disrupting your underlying health. And actually, that has led me to read all about toxins and how disruptive they can be to our hormonal system or our endocrine system. Now, our hormones are responsible for all sorts of things in our bodies, you know, our mental health and well-being, our anxiety or depression or mood. Obviously they can affect our fertility, our PMS, our menstrual cycle, our menopause. They also affect our thyroid, they can affect our food craving, our metabolism and therefore our weight. So a massive impact on our whole well-being. And if our endocrine system is not in balance, we can have all sorts of horrible symptoms. And it's been proven actually that toxins are responsible for upsetting or disrupting this system. Now there's toxins everywhere. That's one of the problems, I suppose, of living in a modern society. The sad thing is that there are known toxins in household products, beauty products. They reckon about 800 toxins, which the government know about and for whatever reason have said that they're okay. But they are toxins. So we put things in our mouth, on our skin, in our hair, we clean our homes with products and we think they're doing us good. We think we've got a clean home. And yet actually, the toxins in these products can be really, really harmful to us. So I've started looking into toxic-free living, or trying to get there, I suppose. And this also helped me to justify spending on the oils because I'm perhaps not spending on other things. I've started to make a lot of my own products and we're going to make a really simple product together today so that you can start to see actually that you can save money in other areas and spend maybe on the oils. We're going to make a foaming hand soap. Now, buying these in the shops can cost you a good few pounds, and the other problem with buying in the shop is that the containers that you buy the product in will just be binned, so it's a single-use plastic, and we should all be trying not to use so much plastic. So the first thing that you need to do if you're going to make your own products is to think about what you're going to make them into. This is a foaming hand soap, and actually what makes it foaming is the pump. So you've got to buy a container. This one is a plastic one and this one is a glass one. So you can get both, and again I just go online and look at places like Amazon or eBay. You can buy them in packets of 2 or 4, so if you know you're going to use them, it is worth getting a packet with a few in. I'm just going to use this one today because it's clear and it's easy to see. Again, this is one that I will use again and again. I'm not going to dispose of this as soon as the product is finished. I'm going to rinse it out and I can use it again for another one. So environmentally, it's got less impact on our earth than buying off the shelf. Now, there are a few other things that you will need to get if you want to make your own products, and one of those things is castile soap. That is just a pure vegetable soap with nothing added. Again, online in places like Amazon. The brilliant thing is they're very often delivered to you the next day, and you can decide how big a bottle you want to buy. The bigger the bottle you buy, the cheaper it costs you to make your product. So if you've got storage space at home, I mean, this one is actually only a 1 kilogram pot. If you've got the space to store a bigger one, it's going to be cheaper in the long run for you to do that. So you need Castile soap for this one. You need water, which is readily available. You can then, if you want, add in either a squirt of vegetable glycerin or even just a little squirt of a carrier oil. And then, of course, your essential oil. And you can choose whichever oil you want. For this recipe, you quite literally need 4/5 water. This particular container holds about 250 millilitres, I think. So 4/5 of that would be 200 millilitres. But again, it's not an exact science. I maybe go a little bit extra. So you want 4/5 water, and then you want about 1/5 Castile soap, or a good 3 or 4 tablespoons, I suppose. You then, if this is optional, don't have to do this, it's really for extra moisture, I suppose. You can then either choose just to put a little squirt of the vegetable glycerin in, so maybe 1 or 2 teaspoons, or you could just add any of your carrier oils, avocado oil, sweet almond oil, whatever. So I'm just going to put a little couple of pumps of that in, and that is purely for moisture. And then you add your drops of essential oil. I have chosen Purification, so it's a nice clean one. I might have this one on the kitchen sink for hand washing, so I know that this is going to be killing germs and bugs. But remember that there's an awful lot of the essential oils, which are antibacterial, antimicrobial, antifungal, so they are really good cleaners. But the wonderful thing with all of these essential oils are that they will get rid of 99.9% of germs, but not the good ones. All of your cleaners from the supermarkets will actually kill all germs. And that's actually why they're not very good for us, in terms of we're then living in a sterile environment, and actually our bodies do need a certain amount of bacteria to help build our immunity, to help us be healthy. So it's not all about being absolutely clean and sterile. And these essential oils will get all the nasty bugs away, but they will keep the ones that actually do us good. That is your foaming hand soap, done. In terms of how many drops of this you put in, it's not an exact science. Put in what you like. Maybe 10, maybe 20 drops. If it doesn't smell strong enough, then just add a few more drops. Now, all you have to do on these is just twist around the neck, and hopefully that will then allow it to squeeze. It will take a few pumps, give it a little bit of a shake, take a few pumps to actually come out, and then, oh, all over the side. But then you can see a lovely foaming hand soap, so easy for children to use. It really does get your hands clean, and it really does smell good as well. Now I'm going to need to rinse that off, but before I go, there are so many other things that I can show you how to make that you can start using around your home. You will be reducing the amount of toxins in your home. You will still be getting your home and yourselves just as clean as any other products that you've been used to using, and you will be actually lowering the cost of some of those things. This will cost you pennies to make. I reckon, depending obviously how big a Castile soap you've bought and which essential oil you've used, because obviously some of them are more expensive than others, but this might cost you 50p to make. That's nothing. And they make such lovely gifts as well. So there's lots more that I am going to show you. I'm also going to do a video, a little bit more detail about those toxins, because it is important that you know what's around you and what you can do actually to improve your health. So that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy going off now and making some of your own items. Do join me again soon for the next video. So a like, subscribe, share, and that way you will know when I've next got a video. Do follow any of the links below to follow me on Instagram or to contact me. I will do my very best to get back to you. Thank you for watching. Until next time, take care.